let's take a look at Andor's escape, because he doesn't know what he's doing in this TIE fighter at all. It's kind of goofy, kind of fun.
You want to do a little play-by-play?
Let's do it. So here he is.
Scoping out the
Test
joint.
pilot. Little key.
Clear button. This guy.
Okay. Here, that confused me. Shooting the droid, I thought was a mistake.
Yeah, this guy's just doing his job. Like, let him do his job. Why are you hating on him?
Okay. Yeah, it's a sentient being that should not be killed. Killing's bad.
That's right.
You should never kill.
In the Star Wars universe, these droids are sentient beings. Like, they have their own thoughts and opinions and stuff. And Andor is just like, psh, 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 die, mother.
At the same time, Andor is willing to kill for the rebellion. He will kill humans and droids. So, equality.
So, in fact, it's not racist. You have to kill the droid. Because if it was a guard, if it was a trooper, he would have killed him right away, right?
That's right. And so he's also killing the droid right away. The problem I have is that the droid is probably networked in to whatever network the Empire has. And as soon as the droid gets shot, like alarms go off, lock down the camp. Or
you
base.
network your droid. So every 5 seconds, every 10 seconds, you get the droid's like, I'm alive, I'm doing my thing, don't worry about me. And then because that's you just do that for free. Like the bandwidth on your network is so small, just do it. And so then if a droid ever goes offline, you're immediately alerted, like something weird went on there. Get a trooper in there.
Right. So if I was I was playing a video game and I was Andor or was Cassian, I would, crouch behind one of those crates there and wait for the android to go out of sight and then run into the craft so I could get that extra 10, 15 seconds of not detected time. So I think shooting him was a mistake.
I think shooting was a mistake. Let's see what else they do.
Fuel line out. Good job. Button press.
Cool weapons.
And he goes backwards.
I am amazed by this vehicle. Because, like, if you get an F-18, you get an F-35 sliding around the deck of an aircraft carrier like that, it's banging its wings all over the place, it's not taking off.
Right. In fact, it might even need to be scrapped if it's doing this kind of, like, grinding against the...
Slam into the wall stuff.
Is this why TIE fighters have these wings? So they can, like, take damage, not to the core? Because it's like... The place where the pilot has taken no damage. It's all these outside wing things. I don't know what you call them.
I don't know. Wings.
Scraping and taking dings and dents, bumping into things. Is that why?
I don't know. Because they're not needed for space flight. Like, definitely not. And even when they are in atmosphere, the wings don't have ailerons. They don't have flaps. Right. So what are they for?
Maybe for this, make it more hardy, because this thing is taking a beating. This is like concrete or something.
Yep, just sliding around. Oof. And it survives. Pretty good engineering. Pretty good engineering there, Empire.
Not just pretty good engineering, like fantastic engineering.
Rugged. That's right. That's perfect. Right? This troopers run in and like, what the? Like you're like, what? Deep inside your base. You're expecting enemies to infiltrate at like the front gate, but here you got a TIE fighter, an experimental TIE fighter, like bouncing around the bay. Like, what is this?
And they don't even know what to do. They're just like, just fire. I don't even know what to do.
I mean, but they figure it out pretty quickly. They figure out pretty quickly that there's either a rogue pilot or an infiltrator. And they're like, shoot it. We're troopers. Yep. Take it down. Although, are there small blasters having an effect? I don't think Absolutely not. Yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
I guess the hope is to hit a missile or
that's true.
Hit something. I don't know. But also at the same time, if all you've got is a hammer, then like do it.
Yep, sure.
Right? It's that, or they like wave like stop. Like that's not going to do anything.
Like, that's not it. Yeah.
Even worse. Yep, all dead. That guy was weird. Okay, super cool, but weird.
Super weird.
So first of all, that armor is pretty cool. He's got like the cold armor on, so that's pretty cool. Yep. I don't know if we've seen rocket launcher dudes, but sure, they can have them. The weird thing is, where'd he come from?
That's right. Did he come from the outside? Just this single dude on patrol right there? How'd he get in? Is this a secure hangar?
So a secure hangar, these doors are closing, like the outside doors are closing. So unless he happened to have been like right outside the door, and then he's like, stuff's going down. He like turns around and is inside. But I don't know. I don't know, where did he come from? Doors are already closed.
If he's patrolling outside and he hears commotion inside, he rapidly determines, I got to go into the back door, through the back door, into the secure hangar, and take out the infiltrator. He's putting that together extremely fast.
Extremely quickly. And he's out there by himself? Rocket dude by himself without a support crew?
Yeah, where's his crew? There's no way it's Rocket Dude by himself without like a spotter or like guy with small arms or something. No way.
Where's even his backpack of ammo? He's got a one-shot rocket. I mean, clearly he's got two because he reloads and just like still a threat to Cassian.
Right.
But yeah, just weird. Weird is just one dude.
Yep. And he had to have come from the outside because he's wearing that cold armor. You wouldn't wear that inside. The cold gear. No way.
Exactly. He would be dressed up like the other troopers that are hanging out on the inside.
Yeah.
Plot holes. That was cool though.
That's cool.
That was so sketch. That door was not Swiss cheesy enough. You got a few holes here, and that's not enough.
Yeah, I would have blasted I would not have like full sped it through the door because then I could damage the craft. So like I would make a bigger hole. I think it's worth it to make a bigger hole and like go through without touching.
Yeah.
Even though that takes more time. Because I want my craft intact.
I got a spaceship designed for 0 atmosphere. it's not necessarily designed to be all just impact.
Yeah, and it's one thing to be grinding against the floor, being okay, versus like blasting through a metal door.
Like this stuff on the glass, on the glass wall right in front of him.
Right.
Oh well, he makes it through. Let's watch. And the classic almost makes it.
No. Okay, missiles coming in. They just like the roll.
He does a roll off the cliff, and then that downward velocity is enough to get him going. Start the engines. Perfect. Right. Classic. Okay, he doesn't quite know how to pilot. He doesn't quite know how to pilot, yet he's amazing at piloting.
Right, he's like bouncing against the walls, but he's also doing these like high G turns.
And like just barely making it before splashing all over the walls. Do we know if Cassian is force sensitive? He's doing some force sensitive stuff.
I don't know. I don't think he is. I think he's just a regular rebel guy.
Regular rebel, incredible human, but much better than the other rebels. The other rebels are dumb.
Is he a pilot though? Maybe he's got he knows how to pilot. He's just unfamiliar with these controls. So he has some flying experience, so he can like sort of figure it out as he's going.
Okay. Yeah. That's better than like someone who's never driven and then saying like get in this commercial vehicle. That's much harder than someone who has driven with some experience. Not exactly mappable, but it certainly helps. I like it. Incredible. This bothered me. Ah, don't do that. Okay. Then do it.
Gosh,
seemed to work.
If I was a TIE pilot, one of those TIE pilots, I would have gone up and over, not under.
That's right. Why are they? Yeah. Okay. So one person follows, the other one takes the high angle and watches.
Right. And then if that guy gets taken out by the falling ice, then he just swoops back in and continues the chase.
Yep. Call for more backup. This bothered me because if this is an experimental TIE fighter, it's possible that the rockets are also experimental. I don't know. Maybe they're old rockets that are known to the rebellion. Maybe they're not. Either way, preserve it as much as you can, so that way you can get that intel back to base. Don't be firing these rockets.
I see. You should have fired like 3 and left 3 in the pods.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, I think there's more down here, maybe a few more on the other wing. I don't know, but I want to get as much intel as I can. But I guess on the other hand, get out. Like, because if he saves all the rockets and it gets shut down, then there's no intel that goes with the rebellion. So do what you got to do, but also save as much as you can.
Gosh, it feels like a video game where it's like I do the roll off the cliff and then I maneuver through the thing and you get a bonus points if you preserve intel, Oh
yeah,
you don't take damage to the craft. So it's like I should reset it and do it again.
That's true.
But he only gets one time, so he's got to get it done. Maybe he hits the rocket button and they all fire and he's like, well,
yeah, I mean, okay, at that point, still get the ship out. All right.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
Better than nothing.